Hello everyone, this is my week's reflection on the readings and the video. Social contract theory is the idea that society works because people agree to follow certain rules. We don't literally sign a contract, but by living in society, we accept laws and systems in exchange for things like safety, stability, and access to services. Philosophers like Thomas Hobbes believed that without rules, society would fall into chaos. John Locke believed these agreements exist to protect people and their rights, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau believed people give up some freedom so society can function and benefit everyone. I'm not completely sure I pronounced their names correctly, so I apologize. I learned that morality can come from these agreements. People follow rules, and in return, systems provide support and protection, but the system only works if people actually follow the rules. If too many people don't, the whole system could fall apart. This connects directly to the dilemma, where I have to imagine myself as a case manager. In this situation, I found out that my client has been using a false address to stay eligible for housing support. This client has finally stabilized after years of homelessness and addiction. They are sober, working part-time, and trying to rebuild their life. No one is being directly harmed. But here's the problem. If I report the violation, my client will lose their housing immediately and could relapse or disengage from services. But if I don't report it, I am breaking the rules that keep the program funded and available for other people. This really shows the conflict I would experience between helping the individual in front of me and protecting the system that helps many others. Social contract theory helps explain why this is such a difficult decision. The system depends on people following and enforcing the rules to survive. In this dilemma, I have a responsibility to uphold those rules because the rule exists within that agreement. But at the same time, my client never really had equal power or choice in agreeing to those rules. They were in a vulnerable situation and did what they needed to do in order to survive. After thinking about it, I would choose to report the violation. This is not because I want to hurt my client, but because the system depends on trust and accountability to continue helping others. If I ignore the rules, I risk damaging the program that supports many vulnerable people. At the same time, I would still support my client as much as possible. I would help them explore other housing options and continue encouraging their recovery. Reporting them doesn't mean I stop caring. It means I'm trying to balance responsibility to both the individual and the larger system. This made me think about whether enforcing rules is always the ethical thing to do, or if sometimes compassion should come first. Just because something is legal doesn't always mean it feels morally right. This dilemma helped me realize that ethical decisions are not always black and white. Sometimes I would have to choose between protecting the system and protecting the person. Both choices have consequences. Overall, social contract theory helped me understand why rules exist and why they matter. But this situation also showed me how important empathy and human judgment are when applying those rules in real life. Thank you.